Among Us! Yes! Oh my God!
Doing your mom, 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 doing your mom. Hey gamers, I found a bad video about Pokemon games, and it made my monkey brain unhappy. Let's talk about it. Also, hey, here's a fun drinking game for those of you at home. Take a shot every time he says overrated. Your liver will be very happy.
Hello, this is the SonicShadow channel, once again with another video. This time it's going to be a little different, as I am going to be doing this video in a PowerPoint style format.
Dang, we're jumping from 2006 to 2012 in an instant. The future looks bright.
Pokemon is overrated. There's no doubt about that.
Is there doubt about these nuts in your mouth?
I don't hate Pokemon. In fact, I am okay with it in small doses.
And now we went back to 2006. Like, come on, the mic quality drop? That's so noticeable.
Chicken.
For starters, the games are too freaking repetitive. It's the same old crap all over again. You go on your journey, get some random starter, fight the professor. You travel the entire country.
Actually, it's not a country, it's a region. But nitpicks are automatically bad, oh no!
Catching all sorts of creatures and fighting gym battles to compete in the Pokemon League. It's the same thing, over and over again. Every single game. Maybe with some new stuff thrown in there. New Pokemon. And occasionally new story ideas, like with Team Plasma. But most of the time, it's the same thing.
Dang, he really forgot that every Pokemon game has a completely different version of me doing your mom. Also, a series has a formula? Say it ain't so!
When they do something new, like get rid of the national dex, so you can't use your old Pokemon in Sword and Shield, the fanbase complains about it. The games are not even that fun at all. To the fanbase, shut the hell up. Nothing pleases any of you.
Yeah, Game Freak really needs to do something about them Pokemon fans, who, for some reason, affect the game according to this slide. And that something is arson!
Beep, beep, you're a sheep. I said beep, beep, you're a sheep.
The franchise has gone stale and a very big waste of time.
That long silence wasn't noticeable at all. No, sorry.
Dragon Ball Z, on the other hand, isn't as repetitive as someone would think.
Bruh, this guy is really getting excited to read a manga called Dragon Balls.
Goku doesn't win every single time.
Yeah, but Goku thinks that Big Chungus is unfunny, so he's automatically a terrible character. Also, he's into Dragon Balls and, I don't know man, that sounds kinda suspect.
Even though he's supposed to be the main character, his son, Gohan, is way more in the spotlight than he is.
Gohan also thinks that Big Chungus is unfunny.
Because technically, Goku dies 2 times, or he is off training. They were heading towards Gohan succeeding Goku, in fact.
Bruh, spoilers! I was almost getting hyped to read something about Dragon Balls across the floor.
The Pokemon manga I really have nothing much to say about, other than the fact that it's a much darker and edgier version of Pokemon. Pokemon are actually shown to die. Honestly, I am not the biggest fan of the manga, but I will say that I would take it any day over the newer anime and the newer games.
Because you are an edgelord.
Plus, the manga feels boring too. Just because something is dark and edgy does not make the story good over time.
Dude is too afraid to admit to being an edgelord. I saw your intro, you sussy baka. It's okay, SonicShadow. Listening to Linkin Park is socially acceptable now.
It does not. The manga is trying way too hard to be badass, when really it's not fitting for that type of setting. If you want to read a good manga with a good story, you are better off reading.
Turns out my dick was a cute girl. And yes, that manga really is real. The dick girl manga is real! You ain't get much higher, so high.
Red is also overrated as hell.
The US government in the 1950s be like,
Red is also overrated as hell, in any capacity. Whether it's the games or even the manga. Yet fanboys put him on a pedestal, like a god, just to crap on Ash.
You heard it here first, folks. Femboys are putting communism on a pedestal.
He's basically your boring generic trainer avatar in the games, but in the manga, he's very bland and boring. Manga Red is a complete Gary Stew.
See, I think there's an obvious difference between Gary from SpongeBob, Stuart Little, and communism, but go off, I guess. Also, damn, you really hate Red. What is this video? Capitalist propaganda?
He's completely flawless.
Actually, Red also thinks that Big Chungus is unfunny, so there are definitely character flaws there, I must say.
Detective Pikachu is also a pretty overrated movie on his own. And what's worse is that the movie actually sucks.
Yeah, they chose Ryan Reynolds over Danny DeVito. I mean, who does that?
Chicken.
It's overpraised to death by Pokemon fans. Plus, the Pokemon look downright ugly and disgusting in this movie. Blah.
Did the furry really just shame creature designs? Maybe there is a god after all.
Again, it's a waste of time.
The notification sound effect there made me laugh on my first viewing, and that's a good summarization of how broken my sense of humor is.
Talking more about the anime here, the villains are quite disappointing and lacking. At least the main villains. We know Team Rocket as an organization is evil, but here's the thing. The three members we see Ash and his friends face in the anime, Jesse, James, and Meowth,
Are LGBT icons.
are not really all that bad.
Because they are LGBT icons. Also, Jesse is actually pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I want to be dominated!
In fact, they've done way more good than bad.
Yeah, James made an entire generation as bisexual as he is. That's based as hell.
And have helped Ash on occasion. The trio are actually the good guys. How are they the bad guys again? How are they not the good guys?
Because they also think Big Chungus is unfunny. Okay, if I can be serious for a second, they want to steal Pikachu. I don't even watch the anime anymore, nor do I even like it, but I can still tell you that.
I don't get it.
Prepare for trouble!
Why was there no jump scare warning on this video? You are not an epic gamer for that.
Prepare for trouble! Make it double to protect the...
An interesting story.
When is SonicShadow going to win an award for being the best editor in existence?
What you know about?
Not to mention, all the good villains only get like a few episodes before they are defeated. Team Galactic, Team Aqua, Team Magma.
And Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, and Benito Mussolini, and the Blue Meanie, and Cowboy Curtis, and John B. DeGenie.
Etc. It's disappointing when compared to Dragon Ball Z, where you got a great variety of villains like Frieza, Cell, and Boo.
All three of them leave the scene up though, that ain't special, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, and also they think Big Chungus isn't funny as well.
No one can say Serena is the worst character in the Pokemon anime,
Serena is the worst character in the Pokemon anime. See, I just did.
but she is definitely very overrated. For one thing, she barely has any Pokemon on her hands. She only caught like, what? 3 Pokemon? Delphox, Pancham, and Sylveon.
I think it's about time you go out and catch some bitches! Also, all three of them are ballin', so yeah, your point is moot.
Then we get to Pikachu. Pikachu is literally the most overrated Pokemon out of all of them. I will say that Pikachu is fine. He's cool and perhaps cute.
And he's ballin'!
However, it can get annoying at times, and the fact that he is basically shoehorned into every single thing pisses me off. I know he's the mascot, but honestly, Pikachu being everywhere is just getting too old at this point. Where's the love for Raichu?
In Alola, also in Lieutenant Surge's gym.
Raichu is very underrated and deserves much better.
But it sucks in competitive battles!
Because Pikachu is so popular,
Popular.
popular,
Popular.
poor Raichu is barely being acknowledged, if at all. It just sucks.
You know, personally, I think it swallows, but whatever. That's your opinion, I guess.
Also, Charizard is highly overrated. Just because he can use flamethrower and is supposedly regarded as badass, it does not make him cool. Charizard is the most overrated Pokemon besides Pikachu. Do I need to say more?
Yes, I want you to tell me what your favorite dinosaur is, and I'll tell you why you are wrong.
Go and Chloe are boring as characters.
I guess you could say that SonicShadow wanted them to go away. Puns are still the lowest form of comedy, my god.
What a delightful surprise.
Now, this is where the anime completely jumped the shark.
This whole segment is propaganda against men with long hair. There is nothing girly about having long hair. You hear me?
Ash should have won the Sinnoh League. Ash beat Tobias's Darkrai, but his Pikachu could not defeat his Latios. That doesn't make any sense.
Pikachu can't beat this legendary Pokemon, and that makes no sense. Bruh.
In conclusion, Pokemon is an overrated franchise.
I'm doing your mom.
It does not deserve the praise nowadays. At this point, it only exists so Nintendo and Game Freak can make more money. Money! Money!
Companies need money.
This is my video on why Pokemon is overrated and how Dragon Ball Z is better.
Yeah, I kinda got that from watching the full video.
If you disagree, that's fine. Each is to their own. I accept your opinion. However, if you try to come...
I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk